Good morning friends. Today we will be discussing about winging of the scapula. Scapular winging is a very common orthopedic presentation. The winging of scapula can be because of functional reasons and can be because of neurological reasons. We need to evaluate the winging of scapula in detail. You need to evaluate about all the neurological function and motor and sensory part. There are 17 different muscles which are attaching to the scapula, and problems of any of these muscles can give rise to problems which is called as scapular dyskinesia and can lead to winging of the scapula. Most of the cases it is functional. Now let's see how will we evaluate about winging of the scapula. The winging of scapula is due to three main problems. The most common winging of the scapula is because of the weakness in the serratus anterior muscle. This can be because of functional problem, or this may be because of long thoracic nerve injury or long thoracic nerve neuropathy. So as the serratus anterior muscle attaches on the medial border of the scapula on the inside, it will give rise to a protective function of the scapula. So whenever there is a problem relating to serratus anterior neuropathy or weakness of long thoracic nerve, you will have a winging of the scapula, and the scapula will be drifted on the medial side. The second most common is the weakness of the trapezius muscle, which can be due to injury to the long thoracic nerve. This can be occasionally because of iatrogenic injury in the posterior neck, because the spinal accessory nerve arises from the posterior brain and goes down from the posterior cervical spine area to the trapezius muscle. And weakness of trapezius muscle or injury to the spinal accessory nerve will again cause winging, but in this particular case, the scapula will be, the medial side will be prominent and it will be drifted onto the lateral aspect. So that is called as a lateral winging of the scapula. Besides this, you can have winging of the scapula in patients with rhomboidus, levator scapular injury or rhomboidus minor or major muscle dyskinesias as well. So winging of scapula is a reason, is a problem which can be caused by a number of problems. Now, approach to a patient of winging of the scapula. The first approach in all patients is rehabilitation, and what we do is called as a STAR technique. It gives rise to wonderful results in most of the cases of winging of the scapula. But the patients who specifically have neurological problems, like who have problems with the spinal accessory nerve, with problems of long thoracic nerve, may not respond as well to the rehabilitation, to the STAR technique, as a normal patient who is a functional problem and is having a functional dyskinesia. So these particular patients may be have to addressed by some sort of a operative measures. Very occasionally, surgeries of neurolysis or neural problems may work. For problems due to trapezius palsies leading to a lateral winging of the scapula, Oriden's procedure works well, in which we do a lateralized shifting of the levator, rhomboidus minor and rhomboidus major, and this will prevent from the lateral subluxation of the scapula, and this will give more of a medial support to the medial border of the scapula. So that procedure is will have weakness of serratus anterior, and these patients will have a medialized sort of a winging of the scapula, and if they are very weak, then scapulothoracic fusion surgery can be considered in this subgroup of patients. And this is a large surgery. This is a surgery which is done with the help of thoracic surgeons, and in which the scapula is made to fuse with the ribs, which will give more stability to the weak or a frail scapula and will increase the function and movement of the shoulder manifold. So for facioscapulohumeral dystrophy, scapulothoracic fusion surgery is recommended in some cases. I understand this is a very, very complex topic, so if you have any questions, we will be very happy to answer your questions in the comment box. Thank you.